What's the greatest dad lore? Your dad kept a secret from you. My dad was what he called himself, a criminal doctor. Most of the time when I was a kid, my dad would get a phone call at the middle of the night and would have to leave for some reason. It was only until when I was older that I found out where he was going. He would go to the local police station. The thing about our police department is we live in an area with a lot of crime. Some people call it Gotham City because of how bad it is. So at night time, there's a lot of people who get arrested for DUIs and other substance-related issues. If the police department was having trouble getting criminals to comply with substance tests, they would call for my dad to arrive and fix the situation. The thing about my dad is he can call anyone's bluff. He told me one story. When he went to the police station, he was met with an impossible criminal. The impossible criminal was this woman who everyone was obsessed with. She was a streetwalker. If you don't know what that is, don't look it up. In her field of expertise, she was able to convince the local police officers to do whatever she wanted. She's escaped substance charges, streetwalking charges, and Glock charges from robbing people point blank. When my dad saw her again, however, she was on a mission. They locked my dad and her in a bathroom so that he could watch her pee into a cup for a drug test. She requested for a female doctor to be present, but it was denied because the last 4 times, she had beaten up the female doctor. So my dad was firm with her and told her that he needed to watch her pee in a cup. She tried all the tricks on my dad. She offered to blow his whistle if he let her go multiple times and even showed her plastic melons, hoping that he would fold. Still, my dad was cold. He knew all her antics and watched other doctors fall for it. He wasn't going to break his track record. Eventually, she complied and agreed to pee in the cup. So he watched her pee in front of her and she presented the cup to him. My dad said that something about that seemed too easy, so he told her that the pee in the cup was not piss. She called my dad insane and that there was no way it couldn't be pee. She called for other officers in the room and said that my dad was wrongfully trying to incriminate her because he claimed that in her cup was not pee. Officers surrounded the room and said that if she was telling the truth, my father could lose his medical license. Still, he remained firm. He opened the cup and drank it almost entirely as if it were a shot. He handed it to the nearest officer and said, "Enjoy your apple juice." Turns out, the lady had a secret rubber inside of her and used her ring to puncture it when my dad wasn't looking. My dad came home and immediately washed his mouth with bleach cause the apple juice tasted sticky.